Spider-Man. You're bringing up the ratings. Man, Spider-Man. Brand new day. I watched it yesterday. I came out of that theater speechless, man. I was speechless. Listen, we're going to get into it. I'm not going to make this too long because I know you got stuff to do. You got New York City to save. And this, I'm going to tell you this, man, because I came back from New York City. I think originally Spider-Man Brand New Day was going to come out, I think a week earlier. I would have been in New York during the rollout, man. That would have been so crazy, man. But hey, it didn't go down that way. And honestly, it was for the best because you had a World Cup going on when I was down there. You had Fanatics, you had Madison Square Garden, WWE, Roman Reigns, who I saw like 5 feet away from me. It was a lot going on, man. It was a lot going on. And it was my birthday week, technically. So it's not about me right now. It's about the King of New York, not Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Spider-Man, man. Yo, I came out of that theater speechless because I want to say this. If you are going through anything, bro, like mental health, especially as a man, you got to watch that movie. You have got to watch that movie. The acting, and this is the non-spoiler right now. The acting, the legend says the pacing, the writing, the character development, it was on point. And I think the only flaw that I've heard, because keep in mind it got a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes. Biggest Spider-Man movie, biggest Marvel movie. The box office is killing it, opening. It's gonna break records. But after watching the movie, I'm like, bruh, it's about to break even more, especially when it gets on DVD. But already knew just the rollout, the marketing. People were already complaining about it beforehand. It was like, oh yeah, I ain't doing nothing for Spider-Man. I'm just like, bro, give it some time because we don't need this to fizzle out. And boy, they went all out. I started seeing toys everywhere, parades, the Spidey tracker, all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I pulled up to the theater, boy, it was packed out. I literally had to park like a block away just to go to the theater. And then when I came out of the movies, it was more packed. I'm like, golly, Tom. But you got to look at it, man. All the work he put in on the movies before telling that trilogy of an origin story, getting a brand new suit, everything he lost and sacrificed. You had to, after years, get the answer to that cliffhanger. What's next for Spider-Man after he lost everything? And then that movie really did it, man. But like I said, the movie, the pacing, the writing, everything was just beautiful. That was the best movie I've ever seen. That best movie. I'm not playing. I'm not saying. I might have said that about Michael, and I love Michael. I love that movie. But it had its issues, after the high of watching and how long we waited for it, and there was stuff cut out. They already said that, and I think that was a lot of reason it had some issues. But Brand New Day, I don't know what got cut out, but it needed to get cut out. Like it didn't do nothing because I'm sitting there watching the movie. I'm thinking, oh, the villain stopped. That's a little weird, but I think it's over though. Like they did it, and the movie was just getting started. And I was like, we were missing stuff from the trailer, and that's another thing people complain about was, oh, the trailer showed too much. Okay, you've seen a lot. You pretty much see a lot. I think a lot of everything in the trailer. But I think the beauty of it, because I'm not a spoiler guy, I hate spoilers. The legend hates spoilers. All right. He just wants to enjoy the show. But I watched the movie, and though I've seen a lot of that stuff and it felt a little nostalgic, the twist, that's Marvel's always good at that. DC, not so much when it comes to trailer. You watch the trailer, you already know the whole movie, and you sit there and watch like, bro, I already knew it was going to end like this because we saw the trailer. But with Marvel, it's like, oh, this is actually that. Oh, I thought he was fighting. You telling me he really wasn't fighting them in that trailer? That type of stuff is like you do the whole movie and you think you know what's going on, and then you're like, oh, that's the villain. Oh, because the trailer made me think I figured it out. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was beautiful. It was a roller coaster ride. I think Zendaya said there was a bunch of casualties. Yeah, there was not. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. I say if you didn't watch the movie, I say don't even watch it because it changed me. But as a man, mental health, I think Tom said it the best. You don't have to do it alone. And reach out to me. My DMs be kind of full, but I get back to you if you are going through it alone, especially on this journey. Um, I'm not gonna get too deep on it. I'm not gonna get emotional. Just to let you don't cry. He don't get emotional. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He ain't never that. You know what I'm saying? Never that. But man, my journey on becoming the legend and just kind of balancing life and work and all that. It's like, man, you feel like you got to have tunnel vision to be great. You feel like have to give up everything, family time, relationships, uh, just fun. You know that you just got to be alone and you just got to make work fun. And I do make work fun. This is fun. That's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? I love this. You know, it hurts when I'm away, and sometimes I do get burnt out, but I learned to love the burnout, and it's like working out. You really tearing your muscles. You know what I'm saying? You're destroying yourself. You just learn to love it and enjoy the chaos, enjoy the busyness, and enjoy it. But the thing is, when you do it with people, and that's why I'm glad that you're watching this video. And if you are, drop a comment because I need that. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because it keeps me going. Sometimes, I mean, I've had years where I'm making videos and nobody was watching, and it's weird to have views and all that stuff, and people saying, "Man, I want to do what you do, and you inspired me to do that," and I'm just like, "Yo, this is crazy," because I remember there was nothing but silence, and I'm like, "Is it worth everything?" And you take somebody like Peter Parker, it's like, "Is it worth everything?" I sacrifice. I have nothing less. I lost my aunt. I lost my girl. I lost my best friend. I'm doing all this every single day. I don't have a job. I'm not getting paid. You know, I'm sitting here doing all these things. And what is the meaning? And he's trying to shut it down, man. He's I was about to spoil it, but I would say, you know, that's the journey he's going through, and that's Spider-Man. It is Spider-Man. Yeah, it was an emotional trip. All right. Somebody was cutting onions. It was getting real hot. It was sweaty up in there. All right. But I wasn't doing nothing in there. I wasn't crying. I don't know how to do that. I literally don't have the muscles. I think that I was told by some doctor that I don't remember. I think happened. It was I think around COVID. It was like a blip, like the time jump thing. But yeah. Anyway, so if you haven't watched the movie, go watch the movie. I wanted to put this video out yesterday, but I could not talk. Y'all, I could not talk because that was the greatest movie of all time. And when it comes to the GOAT discussion, who is the best Peter Parker, who is the best Spider-Man, who is the GOAT? It's Tom Holland. It's his acting, just the way he carries himself, as Peter Parker, as Spider-Man, undisputed. There is look, No Way Home was debatable. But this Spider-Man right here proved it. He proved it, street level. Ain't nothing to it anymore. That was beautiful. Now that you've seen the movie, because the legend said go see the movie, we're gonna talk spoilers and continue with what I was saying. Tom Holland, you could feel him through the suit, the silence, just the chemistry with Punisher and MJ and just oh my god, this dude got his heart broken like 20,000 times in the movie, bro. I'm getting my heart broken watching because I'm like, bro, this dude is going through it. He's getting beat up. He's alone. He's going through puberty again. I'm like, yo, this is insane, man. This is absolutely insane. Um, Punisher. That's when I was really worried about the Punisher because I'm like, please do not ruin the Punisher. And they did an amazing job. I don't know how he got away with all that cussing, but he got away with it. You know what I'm saying? But they did a great job. They didn't pull She-Hulk. They didn't pull She-Hulk. They really he meshed with Peter. He meshed with MJ, which I didn't even see that coming. And that was just beautiful. And he was just funny. He stole the show, man. I hope people go back and actually watch his material. Punisher Pest, the Punisher special can't talk today. And the Punisher show, and hopefully we get a new uh continuation of the show as well. But man, uh just again, I knew the dude was probably a villain when Spider-Man got into the machine and then all the People put up their guns, just all. I'm just like, bro, y'all know Spider-Man's coming into this lab. Y'all know who Spider-Man is. He won't take off the mask. Like, why would he take off the mask? He's Spider-Man. It's like, I don't know. That's what gave that away. But to find out he was actually the villain technically the whole time is crazy. But you know, it's Sadie. I didn't really know her, but the role she played was amazing. Um, just Zendaya, just I can't even like. I just want to say everybody in that movie really killed it. They really did. Um, there was not a dull moment. All the jokes landed, perfect timing. Tom's comedy, the awkwardness, but like I said, the way he balances Peter Parker and Spider Man in and out the suit, like you feel different people. It's like, and he was trying to hold back, withholding. That was the word I was gonna say earlier, but I didn't want to spoil it. You know what I'm saying? But withholding that was said by Punisher and you know uh, Peter. But that's what really got me, man. Especially on the mental health journey. It's like Punisher. If you've seen his show, and he says, you think if my family, I'm quote him wrong, man. You think if my family was living and breathing like I'll be doing this, like, I wouldn't go and see him. He's like, "You got a choice, and you're not doing it." Like, my family gone. I'm like, "Bruh." Like, you choose to put a mask on and be a coward, man. I'm like, "Bruh." That hit, man, because I never really thought about it like that, because sometimes when you're in that tunnel vision, you're like, "I have to cut everybody out. I have to, focus on the music. I have to focus on and I can't have relationship, and I can't have, my family in this, and I gotta protect everybody." It's like, and that goes back to Bruce Banner talking about, how do you know what's bad? Why are you trying to suppress something that might be something good? And that's something Peter was trying to do, and he realizes those powers, that's what he needed. So it was amazing, man. Getting the organic webs. There was a lot of tributes, I think, to Toby, organic webs. I think he was fighting the hand, and then he did a little dodge. So it's like a whole origin story. Andrew, obviously, you know, you had MJ fall and Peter Catcher asks he's okay. I think there was another one. Um, that was also Andrew, but I can't remember it right now. But there was a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of callbacks, man. It was amazing. No, well, pun intended. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, it's like, but to me, that was the perfect movie because again, like once they got the villain, I'm like, okay, that's it. And then it's like, oh shoot, this movie is still going. So it was a perfect time run time. Like I said, I think they originally wanted it to be longer, but it was good, or they cut out some a little bit of stuff. I feel like nothing was missing, and even though I saw everything in the trailer, I was like, "Oh, so that's the villain." And then I was like, the hand, I was like, "Wait," because, you see at the beginning, he fights the hand. I'm just like, "Okay, so when does he have that scene where he's, like, in the prison and oh, it's at the end. Oh, so he was fighting the hand, but they weren't really oh, he wasn't really fighting him. Oh, he wasn't really fighting Scorpion." So those things, like, made that movie like a trip, a roller coaster, man. But what really hurt, man, MJ, um, you know, remembering Peter, and she really didn't because it wasn't really her. I'm just like, bruh, and when he had to swing her in dead silence, back home because she didn't remember him, and she found the letter, and I'm just like, yo, it's like, oh my god, the wait for that movie was just absolutely worth it, man. It was, oh my god. And then at the end, the handshake, Ned remembering, well, I think they said because of his magic powers is why, but then also MJ, like, was kinda tearing up when she was kinda, like, frozen and stuff like that, and then she was grabbing her necklace, so I think she kinda remembers or has unlocked memories, I don't know, but she's gonna find out. At first, I was kinda done with Zendaya and the MJ thing, but the way they did that, I'm just like, I kinda want her to stay. I don't know if I was tripping, but her hair seemed like it was red. I hope she does die because she is the MJ of the universe that Peter is in, but I kinda wanna see a Gwen Stacy, which I feel like we saw, when Peter, ran into the girl and she was like, "Yeah, moved in or something like, or I'm, the next door or something." He's like, Yeah, he just keeps walking. He wasn't trying to get in. He was withholding. He wasn't trying to get invested in anything. But man, it was just so beautiful, man. It's just so much to unpack from that movie. Like, you know, but as a Spider-Man fan, it got a 98. It passed into the Spider-Verse, man. Like, come on now. It's like it's definitely movie of the year. I gotta put it over Michael. I love Michael, but Spider-Man, he that movie, they blew it out of the park. They knew what they was cooking. They knew what they was cooking. They said, "Okay, look at these action scenes. Them action scenes was crazy, man." I'm like, "Bro, he doing all the PS5 stuff. Like, yo, he just stomped him out, like flipping and burr. It was no game. That made me scared for the next movie. That next Spider-Man, and then also the end credit. I think teasing that he's gonna be in Wars or maybe Doomsday. I doubt it. It could be. They said the other Spider-Man will be in that. It's what I'm hearing. But man, we don't know. We don't know, bro. It is interesting. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for the future of Tom Holland. But after that, bro, he can't retire. I'm sorry. Like I grew up with Toby, love Toby. Watch his movies back now, cringe. But however, he was still a great Peter Parker. I feel like his Spider-Man wasn't really there. And then Andrew, he was a great Spider-Man because his emotions through the suit, which is something Tom did, and I'll go back to Toby with the Peter Parker, that's something Tom did very well. But I felt like and I grew up as a teenager watching Andrew, so I really related, and I was going through a breakup. The legend was going to so, you know what I'm saying? So I really understood the, Gwen thing. I related at that time, you know, but his teenage, his Peter Parker just seemed like a geek. He seemed unbelievable as Peter Parker because he just seemed like he didn't have real women problems. Like you looked at him, he was kind of a pretty boy. It's just like, it's like he just chose to be a nerd, so he was more of a geek to me. And I couldn't believe it's Peter Parker. It's like he seemed a little awkward sometimes, but not enough. Until No Way Home, then it's like his whole character changed. You could tell he was somebody that was just like, bruh, he'd been through the ringer. That is Peter Parker. Toby's Peter Parker been through the ringer. You can tell, like, and then obviously with Tom Holland through the whole thing, but especially now, after No Way Home and Brand New Day, like Tom has gone through it. I don't want to hear nothing about no Iron Boy Jr. I don't never want to hear nothing about that again. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on Tom Holland's name, please. Especially after that, he killed it, man. Like I've never seen a superhero fully masked up, and I just felt every pause, every emotion. That dude killed it as Spider-Man. You felt it. They didn't even have to like zoom in on his eyes and stuff, but you could just feel the tension every single time he was Spider-Man. And I love that they kept the mask on him so long, man. More because there was a lot of times really in his first trilogy, he wouldn't have the mask on too much. But man, that was him trying to hide the pain and all that stuff, man. And man, he just did amazing job. Far as everything else, I love the Hulk. And yeah, Hulk remembering Peter Parker, that was another one like, oh man. Ugh, like this this film nasty, bro. Like the ratings are all the way up. They cooked on that one, man. And I was a big Hulk fan, man. I didn't watch really any of him in the Avengers. I just they just weren't selling it to me in trailers, man. And then when he was in Civil War, that was my first time seeing the Hulk, and I'm just like, I just didn't feel anything. I forgot that I was extreme Hulk fan. Used to have the gloves as a kid and comics, and you know, and to watch him come back the way he did, it brought back my childhood, man. The real Incredible Hulk, the Savage Hulk, man. That's big and green and man, only way you can stop him is you can get to his heart and his head, whichever one you can find first. But yeah, so it was beautiful, man. This video is getting way too long, but it's just so much to unpack in there, man. If you, one person who wasn't in there who said he wasn't is Charlie, who the guy who played Daredevil. He was at you right. He wasn't in there. So I don't know. People were saying, "Oh, they edited this person out of the trailer, and they were showing all that stuff." It's a bunch of garbage. They made it all up. Paranoid from what happened with No Way Home, but that would have been cool if Daredevil was in it. But I was glad he wasn't because that would have been a lot. Um, hey, but I would love to see Spider-Man show up in Daredevil now. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. But yeah, man, it was definitely therapy for me, man. Anybody watching Brand New Day hasn't watched it, go watch it for sure. If you're going through anything, you are not alone. Me personally, I got family, I got friends. The legends got Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Those who believe died on the cross for me. You know what I'm saying? Not shy about it. I don't make all my content about that, but he keeps me going. Um, so shout out to him. But yeah, shout out to all the Spider-Man fans. And it was crazy seeing the Punisher cry and take a nap. It's good. And that's very crazy. But when he shot Peter, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Peter was about to die for real. I didn't know if they were gonna pull a Superman, but I'm like, because I'm like, y'all not done with Tom Holland. Y'all gonna have 20,000 more movies. Ain't no way y'all writing them off and just come on now. I figured maybe they were pulling a Superman, but and then she kept him alive, helping him breathe and stuff. But man, to see the Punisher like regretful, man, and I don't know what happened in Staten Island. I don't know what happened, but Tom saved him from whatever that BS was. But yeah, it was just it was amazing. Um, to see the Punisher get vulnerable, crying, and then just seeing Peter and Frank chop it up and laugh. Their chemistry was just that really was beautiful, man. Because I always wanted to see those two interact, and they finally did. I'm like, because we already saw Peter and Daredevil, or Matt Murdock together. So hopefully we'll get Spider-Man and Daredevil together. And now Frank knows his identity, and he also got to wear the Spider-Man mask and go at the window and doing all that hooting and hollering. I tell you what, man. Let me tell you something. But yeah. Anyway, I've yapped too long, man. But yeah, I had no words when I came out of the theater. That was the best movie I've ever seen. I love No Way Home, but it had its flaws. This movie, I can't think of any flaws. I really don't. Some people said some characters should have been developed. I don't know, man. I think like everybody was good for real. I think everybody was developed pretty good. You know, um, I think one of the things was like, oh well, why was she trying to? What did she have against Spider-Man? I think it was because she was working with that association who we thought was helping. You know what I'm saying? And they really were the bad guys. So it's like I think that's why she was targeting Spider-Man because that made him a bad guy. So, but I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do next. I'm not mad if MJ stays in Zendaya. You know what I'm saying? Because they really made this like super deep now, and it hurts that she doesn't remember him. And they kissed. It's like, and she literally said she felt nothing between them. Found the note, read everything. Peter Parker didn't even give her the note, so it's like that's got to be cleaned up. As much as I got tired of MJ, and I was like, we need something fresh. But we've done that before. We've done the redhead, we've done the blonde. So I mean, but hopefully she does dye her hair, make it more comic accurate. And they kind of just start over, but they got chemistry. And I mean, well, they are married in real life, so I'm not surprised. But yeah. Yeah, so that's it. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. Man, what a movie. I need sleep. The legend needs rest. So yeah, that's Spider-Man Brand New Day. Let the legend know. Did you like the movie? Did you love it? What flaws did you have? Or were you excited for the next one? What would you like to see? You want to see the symbiote in the next movie, Secret Wars? I'm hearing that, maybe. Um, but I loved it, man. Definitely my favorite movie of all time. And I had a rough year last year. Just going through it. This year has been very strange, very rough. But definitely better. Um, mentally, but the year before it was tough. I literally felt like I was going through what Peter was going through to the movie, except for the organic webs. All that nasty stuff, but man. But yeah, just let the legend know. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know, and enjoy the show. Thank you, Tom Holland. Thank you, Spider-Man. Thank you to Marvel and Sony for figuring everything out, man. And can't wait for the next one. Let's go.